Well, today is Saturday, August 13th, 2022. Just got back from work. Um, I've developed some sort of summer cold and started to really feel it yesterday. I woke up and actually left work early after getting done what I thought I needed to get done. And then I got home yesterday and I just basically laid down and I stayed down all day. I didn't eat anything. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I just, tried to sleep as much as possible, unsuccessfully. But anyway, it was difficult. I've been having difficulty regulating my temperature. Hot and cold. Right now I'm very cold. And so it's like I've got extra blankets out and stuff like that. And I've been trying to drink more fluids and less, what's the word? Dehydrating stuff, like less coffee. So I'm just not drinking coffee. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, yeah, I'm really glad I quit smoking. Almost 3 years ago now. So that was a wise or a good idea at the time. It's still a good idea. I didn't plan for it to work out as well as it did, but I like it a lot. I like not being a smoker a lot more than what I liked smoking. Same thing with drinking. I like being a non-drinker a lot more than I got out of my drinking, which was, well, the story. But it got me to here. I had to learn what I had to learn somehow. And I wouldn't have learned it if I hadn't been through every footstep along the way. There was something to learn there, whether I knew it or not. I was on my way to learning something and just learned something, and it's all in the mix. So anyway, so today I woke up and after having been out of sorts all, the previous day, still planning on going to work. And so I did. And I'm just really just drowsy, and my reaction times and reflexes and coordination are off. Moving a little bit slower, my joints hurt, that kind of stuff. And so when we were receiving the truck this morning, which was late, by the way, it happens. John had the power jack, and he was moving with one, and I had the hand jack, and I was going to get the next one. And he was rounding the baler, and I saw that he needed more room, so I was trying to back up with the hand jack, back up, so we could clear that arc. And I didn't realize there was a giant box right behind me that somebody hadn't, it was empty. It was just a giant box that hadn't been broken down. So it was kind of in my way to back up, and in those few seconds, I couldn't get out of the way fast enough, and the power jack, the skid that was on it, it caught on, or knocked into the hand jack, which I was holding on to, and so that was pushing towards me, and John was just kept on going, because this is all happening so quick. And so I saw that it was hit, I couldn't, do anything about it except try to get out of the way, and at the last second I ducked, and because it would have probably hit me square in the face, the lead top bar, because I'm at that height. But instead I ducked, and it clipped me right there. And I was joking to myself about that whole shield training with Gurney Halleck. It's like I got distracted, and I gave me to remind me. Well, we'll see if it scars. But it bled a good bit to clean itself out, and I just basically haven't touched it since. Let it do what it's going to do. We'll see. But it felt like a clean cut, and there's a bump underneath it. I don't know if you can see that. It's already gone down. This was like, just like 7 hours ago. So, and it doesn't hurt. It didn't hurt very much, even right then, stun, shock. But and besides shield training, I also thought it's like, I was thinking of the Back to the Future scene where Doc Brown is telling the story about how he was hanging a cuckoo clock above the toilet, and he slipped and fell and cracked his head on the toilet seat, and that's when he had the vision of this, the flux capacitor, which makes time travel possible. I didn't see a flux capacitor. So, anyway, I'm sorry about that. I'll have to hit my head harder next time. But anyway, I just wanted to record it as it is right now before I try to clean it up or clean it out. Because right now it's clean. It's coated. It's whatever's in there is in there, and it's like, yeah. So I don't know. It might be better to leave it alone because it bled pretty well, and so just I figured that whatever was in there got bled out, because I did kind of wash it a little bit at work, unsanitary conditions. And then after the store opened, I was mostly just trying to get out because it just gets all sorts of attention and people looking, and it's like, yeah, I already get enough attention. I don't need any more. And then everybody wants to know the story, and oh, and my other thing for somebody else was a joke about, oh, don't worry about it, I won the match. Mixed martial arts, cage fighting. I got clipped once, but it was a clean takedown on the other guy. So, well, anyway, I jest, I kid, I tease. But this is an odd morning recording. I hope I feel better soon. This is putting a damper on my running schedule because my joints hurt and I just can't. And just on 2 days ago, on the 11th, I ran a 77.77. Just on Thursday in the morning, I ran a 77.77, which is like 9 miles at my pace, I guess. Close to 9 miles at least. And then I started feeling sick by the evening, and so at least maybe it forces me to have to slow down my running a bit, which I'm already approaching. I think I was approaching like 430. I don't know what that was. It just kind of stuttered there. I hope that's okay. And no one watches these things anyway. That's what I tell myself, so it's like it doesn't matter if there's anything wrong with it. It's just from my posterity of what was going on for me at the time and how I felt about it and what I thought about it. What I thought was happening versus what was actually happening. So I'll never know what was actually happening at the time. I'd like to know what was actually happening and how wrong I am. I am so wrong, and I just don't know. And it's like, if I were wanted or told just to leave it, go away, I would. Because it's embarrassing how wrong I feel about so much. And because I've just gotten off course and not corrected, or if there was attempts to correct me, I didn't recognize it. And I'm giving myself credit for things that it's like, no, it's probably none of it's about me. None of it's for me. None of it's to me. So I should just, go away or stop interacting. But then there's little things like, well, why would this and why would that? If they were really bothered, I can only guess that they have other accounts. So I'm still on the safe accounts or the extra accounts, and so they've started other accounts that I don't know about. So they have all their other people. So they've got like levels of security that people get. Maybe I'm just yeah. But that's kind of where my mind goes. And also the faking your own death thing. That's where my mind goes to. If I wanted to disappear, I don't have to die. I can just fake my own death. Virtual death, things like that. So. Anyway, I am tired. I am melancholy and sad and somber and exhausted and grieving. Permutations and realities. So, at least it's Saturday. And I don't have to be anywhere until tomorrow morning when I go back to work. It's a living. And the writing is for fun and sanity and release of toxic material. I guess it's toxic, or maybe it's hopeful. I don't know. To me, a lot of it's hopeful, but to somebody else it might be toxic. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to show off my wound. That's what it looked like. We'll see what it looks like after it's cleaned up. So, anyway, I'm gonna go lie down. I'm tired. So, good night.